Most High, please block anybody trying to interfere with this reading. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children. Dear Anunaki, concerning Shanel Greene, what does God want you to know? Why are you shaking? The bottom of the deck. Yeah, boring. That's the subject matter. Boring. Yeah. You bore me and I bore you. You are boring me and I am boring you. I'm boring you because I don't do anything except minding my own business. That's all I do. I know you have cameras. I know you're telepathic. You know my thoughts. You see how I live on a daily basis for years and years and years. And I've been this way since I was a little girl. Always on my own. Like 99% of my life has been spent by myself. And I like it. I do what interests me. And although it may seem boring to you, it brings me joy and peace. And seeing how I grew up, seeing the quality of woman I have grown to be, even though y'all have taken everybody from me. Y'all didn't allow nobody to teach me anything. I had to figure life out all by myself, just with the help of the most mighty God. I turned out great. Matter of fact, I turned out wonderful. And as time goes by, I'm only going to get better and 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 never bitter. Before I get bitter, I will deal with whoever is responsible for pushing my buttons. And then I could get back to getting better and better and better and better and better and better until the next asshole comes along. Okay? Right. And you're boring me. Your tricks, they're all the same. It's very repetitive. You've been doing it for many years. You keep losing, but you keep trying. And you keep losing. And you keep trying. And you keep losing. You're boring me. God didn't create me to be conquered by you or anybody else. The only one above me is the Most High God itself. I report to God itself. There's no middleman or middlewoman between my relationship and my communion with God. So what is my rank? God speaks directly to me. So what does that make me? Who does that make me? What is my rank? You're boring me. But you say I believe in eternal life. I got time. I have patience. But you're boring me. All your tricks, all your traps, all your secret agents, you're all boring me. My boring life is more exciting than the bullshit that you be trying to send into my life. I've seen it over and over and over and over and over again. I know the game. I know your game. As much as you've been studying me, I was intelligent enough to study you and your secret agents, your mode of operation. And I'm happy to tell everybody. Mwah. Why are you messing with me if you're afraid? Why are you shaking? Hmm? Why are you shaking? I'm going to check these cards. Because they came out weird. Hang on. Yes, in the upright. So we got doubt and peacemaker come out together. Is this you doubting I'm a peacemaker or me doubting you're a peacemaker? Because as I look back at my life and all the manipulation and the orchestration that I have endured and I am enduring, that's not how you treat somebody when you're trying to create a peaceful atmosphere. If it wasn't for the grace of God on my life, I'd either be in a mental institution, in jail, or dead by now at your hands. How do you propose I feel towards you and your agents and the way you've been treating me? Huh? Genius? Have I not been forgiving for these almost 20 years that you all have been tormenting me? How many times did I forgive Venerine? How many times did I forgive Craig? How many times did I forgive Wayne and Nathan? And Jacky, who I thought was, what was the new name? Damn, I don't even remember the name. That's how irrelevant y'all are to me. I really can't remember the fucking name. How many times have I been forgiving to these people? Even to this secret society boss lady, exactly how merciful have I been towards her? In spite of you people consistently spewing this filthy gas into our atmosphere, sabotaging the tobacco that we smoke, sabotaging the milk that we drink, the water that comes from the pipe, the sugar that we put in our tea on a daily basis. In spite of that not stopping, I have shown her, and by extension your posse, mercy. I have access to information that could create a huge fire in your organization if my heart was fashioned in that manner. In spite of my threats, y'all are still doing the things that you've been doing to hurt me and my child. And yet still I do nothing, although I have the power. I have the connection to the divine. I have permission from the divine. She backed off a little bit. And do you know the threat that I made to her to make her even back off of me to the extent that she has? I threatened to expose her true intentions for the people closest to her. Her support system. That's to show you how filthy of heart she is. She didn't want to risk it. Not really. But she still had to put on this facade like she's running things. So she turned shit down, but it's still present. And I'm aware that these things are still present in my atmosphere. And yet, I have not struck the blows that I can. The blows that I have authority to. What exactly does a peacemaker look like? I've had enough of forgiving most of those people that I mentioned, and that's why they're no longer in my life. Let's see what we can do. Between your posse and me, who is the peacemaker here? I'm over here minding my business. All I do is speak the truth. If that interferes with your operations, that is not my problem. Neither was it my intention. This is a conflict of interests. Nobody told you to be on the wrong side of the truth. Nobody told you to build an empire that you intended to stand on lies. You made a wrong choice when you did that. And you keep making the wrong choice when you continue to do that. That is not my problem. However, there are billions of people in this world who suffer because of your lies. There are billions of people who suffer because you feel like the only way to maintain control and maintain yourself at the top and to get money is to create chaos and wreak havoc in innocent people's lives. That's a you problem. That's between you and your God, and God says it's time to stop that. I didn't decide that it's time to stop that. I am just a messenger. I am just a tool for the Most High. And all these people who have been suffering at your nonsense for as long as we have, we deserve a break. And it just so happens that our break becomes your downfall. That's not my problem. That's a you problem. This is called karma. This is called what goes around come back around. Plant good seeds when you want to reap good fruit in your future. It is time. it is time to break the chains, your chains. I'm not the one breaking your chains, because if I don't do it, God will rise somebody else to do it. But it's going to get done. God will just use somebody else. And if you remove me, God might just raise up 20 to replace one of me. So you just made it harder for yourself. It's so hard for you to do right. It's so hard for you to come up with decent business ideas, where you don't have to be hurting people the way that you are to make money. You don't have to be destroying society in the way that you are to make money. It's so hard for you to find ways of keep staying at the top. You're already at the top. Why do you feel you need to hurt people in order for you to stay at the top? The only people who would want to take over your spot are the people closest to you. We out here in the world, we don't give a fuck about what you got going on there. We're out here trying to take care of ourselves and our families, taking care of our responsibilities. That is what we're into. Majority of us. And that includes me. Because I intend to build my own empire. I don't want yours. I do not want your legacy. I do not want my name tied to your legacy. Your awful legacy. I am not a threat to you. You have nothing that I want. You're the one waging war with me, yet you doubt that I'm a peacemaker. I doubt you're a peacemaker, because all the things that's been happening around me says you're not a peacemaker. I will not come under the command of your voice. I am a sovereign being under God. You built your empire on sand. That was your own stupid fault. Now, because the rocks are emerging from the sea and we're moving, shifting things, you're offended. You should have been a rock. You were once an honorable people. Why didn't you continue your traditions? Why did you devote to this level of degeneracy? And now it's coming back to bite you in the ass. All of a sudden, I look like I am the threat. Nah, bitch. The truth is your threat. Because you chose to build your empire based on lies. That's weak. Your foundation faulty. You're easy to demolish. What did you think, that we would never, ever, ever, ever Be courageous enough to speak truth in this society, even if it makes us look crazy. Did you think that nobody at all would ever rise with the courage to do that? Look back in history. People like myself have always risen when y'all have become too much. And we will continue to exist whenever y'all get too far out of hand and God decide, okay, chill out. God been telling y'all chill out and you don't want to hear. So now God have to manifest in the flesh. I'm sure you've had dreams. Hang on. I'm sure you've had dreams, you've had messages, you've had readings, you've had this, you've had that, and you've ignored all of them. Why? Because you are Anunaki the Great. I run this. How many years people been going around saying, repent, repent, the day of the Lord is coming. And y'all just laugh at these people. Y'all declare them mad. And look how much time between when people started doing that to this time. Look how much time you had to correct yourself. But you chose not to believe them. We're crazy, you say. You call us nuts, nut jobs. And now look at you. Look at your empire. Look at your falling empire. The day of the Lord is now. Blessed is the man and woman who walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Those are the ones that are going to be blessed. How long has that book been around? What is your view on that book? It's not my fault you chose not to believe. And now time up. And you want to look at me like I'm the problem when people been telling you for years and years and years the time is drawing near. The time for change is now. Get your heart right with God, because fucking Revelation, the rapture, apocalypse, all these things, they're coming. You know what the word apocalypse mean? It means the unveiling. That means your lies being uncovered. That's what the apocalypse is. It has nothing to do with all this war and all these things. You might decide to start some war because you think that it's going to help you to stop the changes that are coming. You think it's going to save your empire from falling. So you might be starting some wars and creating chaos and doing all type of shit to try and stop people from focusing on what we should be focusing on. But you know what? You are not warring with us. You're warring with God. You're warring with truth. And you're warring with time. You're warring with the earth. You're warring with nature. If you disable we the people, yo, the animals will get up and fuck you up. If you're found on the wrong side of truth, you're going to fall. One way or the other. You cannot stop it. You need to get creative. Find a way to maintain your position and do what God wants you to do. You are not God. You are not the commander of the earth, nor are you the commander of heaven. You're not the commander of the earth, the sky, nor the water. You're a nobody like me. And if there's somebody above you commanding you, you need to give them the bumper clap message. Because I outrank them too. So if they think they're going to send you to replace Miss Secret Society Dragon Boss Lady, I'm not afraid of you either. And you will be conquered as well. And whoever sent you, make them know, say, they're going to be conquered as well. And if somebody sent them, make them know, say, they're going to be conquered as well. Because I answer to none but God itself. There is no third party. There is no body that I talk to or no entity that I commune with in order to connect with the Most High God. And you're lucky I'm a baby in this, but the more you fuck with me is the stronger I'm going to get. Because I'm not leaving God. I've seen and experienced and won too much. If it ain't broke, I'm not going to try to fix it. So the next card that came out is reserved. Let's look up the word reserved. Reserved meaning slow to reveal emotion or opinions, kept specially for a particular person. Let's see what else. Retain for future use, arrange for, to be kept for the use of a particular person. Refrain from delivering a judgment or decision without due consideration or evidence. So concern what I ask, what does God want you to know concerning Shanel Greene? Doubt and peacemaker. I definitely doubt you're a peacemaker. You have not shown me any kindness. You have tried every fucking day for almost the last 20 years to break me. And then we have reserved. To slow to reveal emotional opinions, that's not the one. From my perspective, I will refrain from delivering a judgment or decision without due consideration or evidence. Me personally, I've seen all that I need to see. What is saving you is the fact that I know that people can change. And I believe, just like God does, that everybody deserves a chance at redemption. For that reason, I will remain open. I will not be hateful towards you. I will not condemn you for that reason. I'm giving you a chance to fix up. But if you keep pushing the wrong buttons on me, I'm going to push back. I am not your enemy. You are your enemy. You are your enemy. You have no evidence that I am your enemy. The fact that I come on here and speak truth, it doesn't mean that I am your enemy. The people deserve to hear the truth. If you have so much confidence in your darkness, in your wickedness, in your philosophy, your dead philosophy, then defend your dead philosophy and let me speak life into the people. And let the word decide. Because you know you cannot compete with the truth. That's not my problem. That's a you problem. Stop suffering me. Let me do my job. Let the people them get their chance at redemption like you are being offered an opportunity at redemption. If you have no mercy for them, God will have no mercy for you. And if you have no mercy for me, God will have no mercy for you. That's how that works. Right. So the underlying issue, we got ass kisser and confused. And then we have a blank card. Then we have amazed in the reverse. And adjusting in the reverse. And excellent in the reverse. You see my kindness. You doubt my kindness. You refuse to see my kindness for the kindness that it is. What kind of investigator are you? Like, how many years have you been studying me? Because I know you've been studying me for many years. Have I ever changed? When I was 19, 20 years old, you put all these fake ass rastas in my life to get me to be a certain type of human being. That's called cheating. Luckily, God made me strong enough to have my own mindset, so I didn't allow their nasty ways to fucking become a part of my personality. They did have me for a small open window. And as you can see, I broke away from them long time ago and started walking my own path. Since about 2001, 2002, I broke away from these fools and started walking my own path without fear, becoming the quality of human being that I want to be. Not following in anybody's footsteps. The way I was living is because I believed in it. And from that time until now, I am the same person. I've always been the kind one. I've always been kind. And y'all have always been fucking with me. And I'm still the kind one. So that's more than 20 years. That's like 25, almost going on 30 years. I'm still the kind one and y'all are still fucking with me. And yet still you want to take my kindness and see it as confusion. You think I'm a liar like you? I say what the fuck I mean and I mean what I say. I don't have to pretend to be anything for anybody at any time. I put right over wrong. That's the only alliance that I am into. I don't put people over people. Me put right over wrong. Because I don't believe in being wrong and strong. Not for myself and not for nobody trying that shit with me like you. And all the other idiot them that were in my life pretending to love me but doing fuckery to me behind my back. I'm not afraid of you. I never was and I never will be. That's why I can be forgiving. Because I know that God is always with me. Play stupid games, you're going to win a stupid prize. And if that make you confused about me, fuck you and your brain. I'm not here to prove myself to you or anybody else. Treat me right and I treat you right. Treat me like shit and you never know what version of me you're going to get. And whatever version of me you get, it's going to be very much due. I look like a bumbleclot doormat to you. I look like a bumbleclot bullseye to you. I look like a toy to you. I don't care what you think about me. You'll get the version of me that you deserve based on how you treat me. And that if that keeps you being untrusting of me, you need to check your fucking self. Because you have not been kind to me. All of you, you have not been kind to me. I don't owe you any kindness. Yet I've been kind to you. And yet you want to look at me as I'm the suspicious one. Nah, bitch, you the suspicious one because you know the fuckery that you're doing to me and you know what you deserve for me to do to you. You know what you deserve for me to do to all of you. That's your problem. That's your real problem. You know how much fuckery you've done to me and now you're afraid. You don't know what I'm going to do. You started it. You want to trust me, but you can't. Because you done do so much fuckery to me. That's your real problem. And you know you don't deserve my kindness. You deserve to get your ass beat by me. You know this. That is your problem. All of you. That's your real problem. You know what you did. And you know what you deserve. And you know what you would have done if you were me. But you are not me. And I am not like you. But if you keep fucking with me, I can show you that I could be just as horrible as you. Because you're really asking for it. It suits you to interpret my kindness as confusion. Oh, she's tricking us. Nah, bitch. I am a decent human being. For real. I'm a bumbleclot unicorn. I'm immune to your programming. You can't get me on that racist shit. You can't get me on that lying shit. You can't get me on that manipulation shit. You can't get me on that side chick shit. You can't get me on that hateful shit. Fuck you and all them teachings. You can't get me to subscribe to death. You can't get me to subscribe to oldness. Looking like a bumbleclot prune. You can't fool me. I'm a bumbleclot unicorn. I am the exception to the rules. You don't have control over everybody. I am a bumbleclot divergent. In a real life. I'm either ranked like you or ranked higher than you. Yeah. And whoever sent you, and whoever sent them, the same applies. There's God and then there's me. I take my orders straight from the divine. No ancestors and no archangels and no this and no bumbleclad that. No deities, no gods, no nothing. There's God alone in a rascal life. And then God tell these archangels and deities and gods that God know it can trust to check me. That's how that works. Because all y'all are out here with these mighty titles and we've been led to believe that y'all are such positive, uplifting entities and we can trust you and we can rely on you, only to find out that all y'all have fall short. The angels are out here in a fucking government wanting to buy yachts and fool the people and run constituencies instead of fucking taking care of the people like they were created to. You got goddesses and whatnot out here doing the evil biddings of these motherfucking humans. Y'all are not worthy. And I don't know which one of y'all are actually doing what you're supposed to be doing when it comes to serving good. Serving the light. Serving for the right. So I'm not going to try to figure it out. Me not link up with none of you. Me link with God only. And God then tell whoever to come check me. I don't trust none of y'all. I've seen too much doing these readings. Too much has been revealed to me. I see how y'all are moving and y'all are not moving right. Y'all don't give a fuck about God. Y'all don't give a fuck about righteousness. Y'all don't give a fuck about justice. Y'all don't give a fuck about mercy. Y'all don't give a fuck about compassion. Y'all don't give a fuck about integrity. Y'all don't care about none of that. Y'all don't give a fuck about kindness. Y'all don't give a fuck about doing things right. None at all. So why doing around you? I don't want to be around people like that. Y'all are not my alliances. Y'all are not my friends. But I am not your fucking enemy either. I am a messenger. You can listen to what I say and take heed, or you can fucking throw it in the bin. Whatever you choose to do with it is entirely up to you. It will not affect me. I know how I'm living my life. I will get paid according to my works. I've delivered the message. And if you choose to be kind to me, don't be confused when I'm equally confused by your bumbleclad kindness and don't trust you. You've used up all your deceive, Shanel, and be forgiven cards. You've used up all of those cards, all of those opportunities. You can't use me no more and abuse me and get me to forgive you, and then you come back and be nice to me, and then I'm just gonna trust you. I don't fucking trust you because you've shown me, you've taught me not to trust you. You have programmed me not to trust you. Deal with it.